Talking about elk season 2022. Solo. Nobody wants to have any fun this year. Alex is heading to Montana. Kyle has to work. Carter has a job interview. But I'm off. Kind of a little scouting trip this time over Labor Day weekend. Gonna look at some new stuff, so taking the easy, slow mountain road up there. End of the road here, so let out a bugle or two just to see if there's any daytime bugles from this area, but looks like there's a little bit of a game trail or something heading up that to the ridge, so that's where I'm going. Well, it's hot. I'm out of shape, but came up from behind me up on kind of a ridge. A cool view out that way. I think this spine goes all the way up, but really this basin off to the right is my plan for the next couple of days. I'm gonna see if I can traverse and just set up little camps along 3/4 of the way up the mountain towards the top and just glass and explore it, and then I'll have to come down and around to the truck. Coming back's gonna not be fun, but I can barely talk. I'm gonna be done with this video. Well, I'm late, like I said. I got a pretty good climb to get up to my glassing spot, but I can see out into the meadow just a corner of it that I wanted to glass tonight, and it's, oh, you can see it, but then you can see a little bit of the edge of it right there on across the way, but there's a black bear and a cub. Looks like a big sow and a cub that I spotted already over there, so I do have bear tag. Can't shoot one with a cub, but they're around, so that's all right. Let's do a day one recap. Night one, got in pretty much where I wanted to be. First night I got a late start today. Took a little longer than I thought, but I got up here. I didn't get to the very top of the ridge line. This spine that kind of goes down, I'm halfway down it, 3/4 of the way to the top maybe. Satin glass to the, I guess that'd be south of me tonight. I saw a bear, mama bear with 2 cubs, probably a mile away, but they're the direction I'm heading tomorrow. When I first saw them, I thought I saw 5 different bears. And by the time I got the binoculars focused and everything else, and then the whole rest of the night I only saw the mom and 2 cubs, but I really think there were 2 other bears when I first saw them that got into the trees. But anyway, later on, didn't see any mule deer, didn't see any elk with the binoculars, but I heard some, looked like raking trees or maybe sparring antlers together later towards dark. Not even that late really. Still pretty light. So I was pretty sure it was a bull. Heard splashing down there. Bunch of raking. At first I thought it was a moose, possibly. Never could see it. It was in some thick trees down on the creek, kind of below the basin I'm looking at. But then eventually I heard kind of a subdued bugle. like it was trying to be quiet, but it wanted to bugle. I heard 3 or 4 of those, so then I was certain that it was an elk, or several elk. And then later on I heard cow calls mixed in, so got a herd down below me, at least one bull's. If he's still there in the morning, yeah, might be a play right off the bat. So I don't think it's gonna get very cold tonight. It's pretty hot today. It's clear, so temperature could be cooler, but I guess I ought to sleep good. Anyway, that's day 1, night 1. Getting ready to eat this. What is it? Beef pasta marinara. Different brand. Giving a different brand a try. And then I got my camera tripod set up to try to take some night pictures, astrophotography. I doubt that'll turn out very well since this is my practice round. But just kind of wait until after I eat, get a little darker. Maybe that moon will go down and try to get some pics. Got some intermittent clouds too. I'm kind of hoping they go away. So that's tonight. We'll update in the morning. Right after first light, not anticipating much action with the long week ahead, trying to conserve GoPro footage. I did a calling sequence, some raking, some cow calls, a white bugle, not expecting much. But within about 20 minutes, this little guy shows up. He stopped right behind a tree and didn't give me a shot, but I would have definitely been happy to get that one. Would have been my first bull, but that was the first one I called in, so it was off to an exciting start. Well, that was pretty cool. Kind of heard, I wasn't really bugling, he was making some bull sounds, I guess. So I moved in what I thought was close and kind of set up and called for 15-20 minutes. I looked up to one of my shooting lanes, uphill to my left, and there's some white antlers coming through the trees, kind of over the rocks. But I think when I went down to put my release on, maybe it caught a little movement, and I turned the GoPro on as well. He stood there kind of behind a tree for a minute or two, and then when he went to walk, it was a fast walk, almost a trot. I drew then, thinking he'd stop in my lane, but he kept going, so. And he hung around up top and kind of barked at me. I don't think he's coming back. Didn't really get a great look at him. He was legal. I would have shot him, but if he was a 5 point, probably he wasn't a big bull. But he wasn't bad, so. Moving on to plan B. I think it's about 8:30, 8:15. I didn't sleep very good last night, so I think I'm going to sit here, put on the puffy, try to take a little nap here until the morning thermal shift, start blowing uphill, and then I'm going to work a kind of a dark timber north bedding area up there. But yeah, thermals are still blowing downhill, so I'm going to wait a bit. Alright, Camp 2, Friday afternoon. I set up this one. It's a nice little tabletop, a little easier to stay organized. beautiful flatter area, so ended up coming up here, setting the tent, waiting on those thermals to change and take a nap. At about 9:30 I think I laid down, and I slept till 3. It's great. So I decided just to have a little coffee, refill water, and I'm getting ready to hike up to a vantage point for the evening on the opposite side here. And if I hear them back down where I heard them last night, I kind of understand it a little bit, and I'll make a play on them. We'll see. Got a cool glassing vantage, kind of back where let's see, where's my finger? Down in the middle there is where I called that bull in this morning, and down in the bottom is where I heard him last night, so about the same place. Planning on going there tonight, assuming they didn't get spooked out. I camped up on that tiny little spine up there and hiked down that little green, I guess, avalanche chute, I don't know, between the rock slides. There's a little spot I got down, kind of went over there, got into that elk, came down and put camp on this side so the thermals wouldn't blow them up. I think they were just in those trees back there, I don't know, unless they came from, you know, way down there, which it didn't really sound like last night when I heard them. They were down there, but so I was glassing from that point back this way last night, you know, behind me. That's where I saw that bear, so I got a whole new view glassing the other way. So I'm gonna do that for a while. I'm gonna walk behind me, glass where I saw those bears last night, and when it gets to be kind of close to evening, or if I hear something, I'm hoping I hear them down there. My plan is to get back and hunt them down there tonight. We'll see what happens. Well, nothing on night 2. Crickets. Maybe I bumped them out of here, maybe they were just quiet tonight. So it kind of makes my morning plan a little interesting. I think I have to do the same thing. Hope they're there, because the next spot I'm interested in is too far to get to for first light. I'd have to pick up camp and everything, so I'm going to go back this way, hunt the morning here, go up to where I called that one in. I didn't go quite that far with the thermals going down. I stayed below it on a meadow, but I thought I could hear up there. I didn't hear anything. So yeah, head that way, hunt the morning. Evenings go quick, the way this basin's set up. By the time the sun gets low, it's pretty much gone. The mornings, since there's that big mountain range to the east, you get a long time with that gray light in the morning, so I'll poke around in the morning, see what's up. Well, breezy morning. Didn't hear anything, didn't see anything. I think I'm gonna call this little bowl done. But it has a great view up here. Got up to the top of the bowl. Be a nice spot for a campsite. I'm gonna go up and look over that pass to the left. Just give it a glance. And head back towards camp. And go over to that next drainage. Saturday about 10 o'clock, busted out the biscuits and gravy. I didn't have a Cliff Bar this morning. Just picked up camp. Gonna eat this, pack it up, and still hunt kind of some dark timber back towards Camp 3. We gotta find some elk. Well, I was setting up Camp 3 around noon that day. Heard a daytime kind of a bedded bugle kind of back where I came from, which was kind of weird. I finished up camp and headed down there to investigate. I never could get another response, so gave up on it. Thought maybe it was bedded. But a while later, another hour maybe, heard it again. So I assumed they were just bedded below there. So I sat up on a wallow for the afternoon, waiting for the thermals to shift, thinking they'd come up, but instead, a couple mule deer bucks popped out, which were the only mule deer that I saw, other than some does up high earlier. Decent buck, not real old or big, but if I'd have had an archery tag, I would not have passed him. Not much to this basin. It looked real good, but I walked it midday out in the field and in the water sources, and there's really not much elk sign. Saw a couple mule deer bucks and decided to come back up to the tent right before dark. I mean, if I hear something, I'll grab my bow and run after it, but it's as good a spot as any, so I think I'm going to pick up and get out of here in the morning. Depending on what time I get back, I might hit my other spot from a few years ago. Maybe get a camera out there. We'll see. Well, it's 8:52. I'm just cresting the peak, getting out of the Saddle Creek drainage. That's a lot of nasty deadfall timber. Not much fun, won't go back. The high basins were nice, but just the last 200 yards I cut onto this Eichmann Hut trail right at the top, so downhill to the truck, not that far. I wish I'd have parked the four-wheeler right at the trailhead here, but I didn't. I drove it up the road, so I gotta walk a ways.
Trap you when they use you before you even know. Oh, love is blind, your fault, you kind of never let it show. I wish that I knew what I know now. Oh, when I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. Oh, when I was stronger, I can't count such a pretty show to steal your heart away. But backstage, back on earth again, the dressing rooms are gray. Hey, come on, strong, but it ain't too long before they make you feel a man. Little love is blind, you should find you're just a boy again. I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was stronger. There's nothing I can say. You'll have to